thrilled to have Laura Petersen, broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in Celebration, Florida, as my special guest. Laura is always innovating, and in today's episode, she is sharing with you the leveraging power of video to generate leads and connect with clients. You're going to take a deep dive into the world of video marketing for real estate agents. Laura will share her invaluable insights on creating engaging videos that capture attention, build trust, and ultimately drive business. We'll explore a variety of different formats, from short-form social media clips to longer-form podcasts, and we'll discuss the best strategies for repurposing content to maximize impact. And stay tuned to the end of the episode to learn how our team at audiovideocoach.com can help you implement these strategies and streamline your video marketing efforts. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, we have the tools and resources to help you achieve your goals. Let's get started. Thanks very much for joining me, Laura, today on the show. I appreciate your time and sharing your expertise and educating our viewers on how you're using video successfully in your business. Laura, give us, if you can give us a thumbnail resume, tell us a little bit about your business in Celebration and how you got started in real estate. And then let's dovetail into how you started using media, video, audio, etc. in your real estate business.
Sure. Well, I actually got in real estate in 2005 and bought the brokerage in 2008 and been kind of going at it ever since. You know, the market goes up and down, and the thing that is consistent is that you definitely need to have marketing going and everything out there. Started early on not wanting to do video, not doing video, and found ways that I could kind of avoid it. And now I've kind of found some ways that it works. I mean, so I found some done for you stuff that I got from you, Shai, and started with that. But now I do a lot of videos on my own. So the thing that has changed over the years is that people want organic as well as the professionals. So they want to get to know you. And that's really, what I try to do.
How did you get started with video and audio? What was when you thought, okay, if I'm a real estate agent and I guess I'm doing video tours, I guess at the very least.
Yeah.
And it's probably that's where most agents who are not doing videos extensively as you and some of our other guests do. But let's say they're doing video tours and they say, you know what, I really need to up my game. I see videos on social media. I see videos being emailed, etc. Where did you, when you got into that mindset, where did you start?
Well, I'm always curious in regards to what's going on in the market, really, and what's happening out there. So I do go to a lot of events to learn basically what's going on. And what I learned at a lot of those places is everybody said everything's going to video and audio and all of that. And so, I jumped on the bandwagon early, I guess, as it were, because I wanted to make sure that I had, the right tools in my tool belt. And it's been a blessing because, now I have a whole repertoire in it. And the biggest thing that I can say for somebody is A, just get started, and B, be consistent. So with those two things, that's really going to take you really far. So I heard from people that I would associate with that video is where it's at. And so that's how I got involved. And the rest is history. You just kind of go from there.
We're going to watch some examples in a few minutes, Laura, but walk us through what type of videos that you do. So let's talk first about lead generation. What sort of videos and media would you use for generating leads in whether it's for buyers, sellers, recruiting? Talk to us about that.
basically, if I can identify a problem for somebody and then I can come up with a solution, video is a great way for me to communicate that. And so, whether it's a buyer or seller, or whether it's an agent that I want to bring onto the team, one of the best ways for me to communicate that is through video. And so, if I can throw out a problem that it might be for somebody like finding leads, then I can show the solution to that. And to answer your question, how I go about that to getting leads is I throw out a problem for a buyer or seller. Like you can't find off market properties. So I can walk them through a video. This is how I can find you off market properties. And so that's a great way for us to go ahead and do that. And then you have to put that video on multiple platforms. On some of them, you might boost it to get more views and that kind of thing to actually get people to contact you from those videos.
So short problem solution type videos, like, I'm looking to sell my home. How do I get the most amount of money? How can I sell my home quickly for top dollar? Maybe I'm looking for, if I'm a buyer, I'm looking in Celebration, I'm looking in the Orlando area. How to get a great deal on an Orlando home.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's important, as you probably hear from everywhere that you're out there, the hook, because it's like how long they're going to watch it depends on what you're going to do with it and all of that kind of good stuff. So one of your best friends in today's world is ChatGPT or something like that, an AI program that can help you with your script.
Right.
And then in addition to that, there's a couple of apps that I have on my phone that I use. Phones, you can record everything on your phone today. So, you just get a little tripod or whatever that you can put your phone on and do it. One of them that I have on my phone is Big View that automatically puts the captions and everything on there. So it's great because I'm like, what can I do that's simple and everything? And then the second one that I use on here, it starts with an I. It's InShot. And that app, it'll put all the little people on it and all of that kind of good stuff. So using those two apps on my phone really make it simple and easy and not too difficult to do.
So that's a great point, that these lead generation type videos, they don't really have to be highly produced. In fact, it should be simple. It comes across more as authentic, I would think.
Yeah, and authenticity is really what people are looking for. Like 5 years ago, everybody was all about the Google reviews and everything, and that's what people were looking for. And in certain age demographics, that's what they're still looking at. But the millennials and the Generation Z and all of that, those people all look at videos. And so basically what it's coming up with, and Generation Z, I mean, when I was looking at it, I was reading an article about that recently. I mean, it's people that are currently 11 right now up to, like 25 or 30. And the 11-year-olds aren't buying houses, obviously, but the 25-year-olds are. And so basically to appeal to all age limits and everything is that you do have to have video. And let's face it, we're in a scrolling society. If you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook or you're on any YouTube, any of them, they're all scrolling and they're all trying to keep you on that flat platform. So what's going to keep you there is video. And so that's what is going to attract people to me as well. Through video and people subscribing to you and coming back to you time and time again is basically how you're going to do those touches. So continually having content that you can give them, and what they want is they want that free content where you're not trying to sell them something all of the time, that's where they're really building that trust and liking who you are.
All right, well, let's take a look at some examples. Let me go to the first one here. This is your YouTube channel. And can you see that okay, Laura?
I can. Mm-hmm.
So let's is there anything that you would want me to play? Let's play one of your short videos here. And this is, I believe this is for recruiting. Let's take a quick look.
Real estate agents, would you like more appointments and the best training and coaching? Guaranteed. If you can find better, we will donate $10,000 to the charity of your choice. Call or text Laura at 407-566-2555 for more details.
Okay, so short and sweet. So, what was your goal with this? And talk to us about some of the techniques that you're using here. And these are what we call social media reel videos, and you might see this on TikTok. We're looking at it on YouTube, but you might see this on Instagram. You might see this on Facebook. What are we doing here?
Yeah, so basically, I want to show some of the things that make us different as a brokerage, and this is one of them. So I've got 6 videos that I did that are different, that are different videos like this that have are the uniques basically on that. So whether it's a buyer or seller, whether it's an agent or whatever, it's always showing my uniques. So basically I did this through InShot, so I just found the video I shot the video on my phone, put it in InShot, and they had all of these GIFs and all this stuff that I could put on there. It took, I think it took like 30 minutes or something to put all the GIFs and get it ready. And then it's there. So this is a video that is something that is a staple for me to use on all platforms, to try to attract agents. I can boost it. I can do all of that kind of stuff to try to get the conversation. So to record it, to put all of the GIFs and get it ready to go, 30 minutes. So not really too bad for me doing it myself. Now, I have in the past had VAs that help me do videos and that kind of thing. And at the moment, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the authentic ones myself. I'm looking into some other AI programs that I know who they are. So I'm just checking them right now that they can take my long form videos, because I do a podcast every week that's 40 minutes, and that it'll take different snippets of it and then shorten them down and put it so that I can put out there and do that as well. And there's an AI program that'll do that. One of the I've got a lot of videos out there on my YouTube channel that are from early on my when I was actually doing my podcast on the radio. And there was a guy that took them and made 4 snippets a week, but it took a lot of time to take and sort through that and figure it out, which snippets you were going to take and what it was going to be and all of that kind of good stuff, put the captions on it, which now through AI, you can pretty much do that instantaneous without a lot of effort. And so you can substitute AI for the person, which is both good and bad. And then you just have to check it to make sure that that's what you want to put out there. But basically, things today are so much easier than it was several years ago in doing it. So when I'm doing my podcast, I just have my phone going on my little tripod there, and doing them both at the same time. And I've got all the material I need for the week, done in those 40 minutes.
Good. All right, let's take a look at another example. This is a longer video. I guess this is from your podcast.
Yeah.
So before I play a little bit of it, talk to me about podcasting. So is this a lead generator? Is this more for follow-up, building credibility? How are you using the podcast format?
Well, honestly, it's for both, so it is for lead generation as well as for follow-up. So basically, what I'm doing now is that I'm recording this on Big View when I'm recording it, for the podcast. So the podcast I actually host on Podbean, and that's where I do it. And then it automatically, posts it everywhere for me. So again, doing things simple that is, taking my time. For the thing that I do here with, with recording it like this, I'm stopping and starting every new story that I have, and the thing that I always start out with every week is the stats of what's going on in the market. So I have people that follow me that want to know what's going on. Are the prices going up or are the prices going down? Is the inventory going up or down? What's the list to ask price ratio? So those things are things that I'm covering every week to let people know what's going on in the market. Because when you're out there and people are talking real estate, they always ask, is the market up or down or whatever? And so I can say with confidence what's going on because I do study the stats every week to go in and do it on this podcast. And that's what I start out with every week. And it's something that people do want to know and they do enjoy. So it ends up being really good and for follow-up, and then also good for developing myself as the expert because I'm the go-to person that can always tell them what's going on, out there in the marketplace.
Now, once you produce the podcast, the system sends it out. How do you populate it on different social media? How do you get it out there?
Yeah, so it goes out there in all places. Now the podcast itself, and I think that they can send it out video too. I think that there's a new thing I saw on there, but it's audio. Mm-hmm. And so I just have a system here that I record on a computer that on Audacity. That was the free program. If I'm using my Mac, I record it on GarageBand. But I go through a little board that I got. It's a Rode, and then I have the microphones because when I was on the radio, I had to record. I first went into the studio and was doing it every week. And then when COVID hit, they were like, hey, we can't have you in the studio. So right. I had to purchase the equipment. So I just use that for everything. And, I've got my big microphones and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I have it right here. I'm not using it today, but I've got my microphone right here. This is my studio, that I can do it and everything right here. And if I didn't have it, I could just be like I'm talking to you here today, on my computer. And I could actually just do it on Zoom if I wanted to. I could record it and then take it from there and upload it everywhere. But I upload it on LinkedIn. I upload it on Facebook. I'm not sure it's on Instagram. And then it goes on my website and it goes on YouTube. So there's multiple places where it goes automatically. And if anything that I can say today, I think that that's a big hint is that do things so that they go automatically. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that you can do it consistently and you have the system set up so that it's kind of automatic and so it's consistent and so you don't have to think about it and go, oh my gosh, here's this big project that I need to do. Right. It's done for you. Right. And that's the name of your company a lot of times and all of that.
Right. Right. Well, we do that, right? Because we do that. We take the content, we repurpose it, we edit it. I mean, it's another option for people like we talked about AI. Or, give it over to somebody that will take it over for you because you're selling real estate. You're in the business of helping buyers and sellers find their home, sell their home. That's your business. You're really not a video producer. And it seems that today with social media, a lot of agents I find are spending a lot of time, their own time creating content when either they should use technology, like you're talking about, Laura, use technology from the scripting to the editing to the distribution on social media, or find someone who knows what they're doing, who can do it
Yeah.
for you. Like, it's not worth doing it yourself.
No, no, definitely not. You've got to, because time is money, right? And I was watching a podcast of somebody the other day, and one of the things that they said is, they said, how much is what's the thing that you really enjoy doing, and how much do you make doing that? And the person said, they make $1 million a year, and so their time is worth $500 an hour, making that $1 million a year. And so one of the things that they said is, they said, okay, well, that means that anything that you're doing that's not making you $500 an hour isn't something that you should be doing. Because if you can make $500 an hour, you should be doing the things that make $500 an hour.
Right.
And making videos for me isn't doing that, but you making videos, that's what you're good at and what you do really well at. So I need to hire someone like you, or find the AI or something that keeps me out of it, that I don't have to do it.
Right. As you're saying, you leverage yourself with technology or leverage yourself with people.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the next example, which we had up, is the podcast. Let's play a little bit of that, and then we can kind of walk through what you're doing here.
Petersen, your host of Central Florida Real Estate Radio. I'm from your home sold guaranteed Realty, and to discuss the sale of your home, you can call or text 407-566-2555. That's 407-566-2555. So I wanted to get started today on the stats, as I always do. And I've got the monthly stats as well as the weekly stats. So we'll start out with the weekly stats, and then we'll go to the monthly. So in single-family homes, there were 329 that sold last week, and it was 493 the week before. So that was the end of the month, the week of the 493. So that's not a big surprise. The median price is at $420,000, which has kind of been hovering there for quite a while. And basically, the inventory increased by 141. So that's not going down. That's sitting at 7,819. So basically, when you're looking at where it all shakes out, where those houses sold, there were 31 of them under 250, 23 between 250 and 300, 93 between 300 and 400, 77 between 400 and 500, 88 between 500 and a million, and 17 over a million. So what that shakes down to, with that 7,819 houses in inventory and 327 sold last week, when you divide that out, it comes to 5.48 months of inventory. Now, under the 250, there's only...
What's your goal with this, and how does that information helpful? How does that attract people to you?
I get the stats from the board every week. And like I said, I study them to see how they're different, know what they were last week and all of that kind of good stuff. And then I just present them. Now, the thing is that it does give me an awful lot of credibility when I put it out there. There are some people like there's different personalities out there, and there's some personalities that want every detail. And so this works great for them. Some people just want an overview, so they can watch less than what we watched right there and go, okay, well, this person at least knows what they're talking about, so I'm going to give them a call. And so basically, what it does is it's just establishing me as the expert and giving them the information and knowing what I'm talking about, so they don't have to. They can ask me the questions, but they don't have to do all the research. They can know that I'm the person that does the research and has it right there for them.
We've seen ones that you've done on your own and how you go about it, the podcast, the reels. This is something that I guess is more highly produced. And tell us how you're using this.
Promise to sell your home, but I guarantee it. It's worth using that Front Gate Realty, and I'm guaranteeing writing that I will sell your home in a price and time frame you agree to, or I'll buy it myself. Because my team and I have sold hundreds of homes in the greater Orlando area, we can do more to sell your home fast and for more money. My clients' homes sell on average for over 3.25% more and 20.5% faster than the average realtor. If you're not happy, follow me. To discuss the sale of your home, call 407-566-2555 now.
Yeah, so this one is really like a commercial. So it can be used on, you know, as a commercial, which I have sent it and done it on, you know, certain things on that. It's only a minute, you know, so it's set up for that. And I did have you guys change it from front gate to your home sold.
Yes.
But basically the bottom line is with that is that, again, the beauty of video is that you can do it once and then it's done. So I can use this as a, you know, as a credibility sender that I send it out to people. You know, it's like if I've got a lead that's interested in me, this is the kind of video that I'm going to send them to let them know who I am and some of my highlights. That's only in a minute. Like I said, there's different people and different personalities and that kind of thing out there. So that video that's only a minute, like a commercial, has the attention span of what most people can handle. Whereas some of the other stuff, you know, it's like they're like, okay, get to the point or whatever, or 30 seconds in, I'm swiping to the next thing. So basically, you know, this one is definitely one that I could not produce on my own. That definitely is something that gives credibility. That's something I can run as a commercial itself, and it's a standalone for that. But also, it gives me credibility to the people that I'm working on those 5 to 12 touches that I need to give to them.
Let's take a look now at some of the platforms you use. So we talked about some of the videos, some of the videos that you do. Let's as we sort of get to the back end of the show. Laura, let's talk about platforms now. So I have your Facebook page here. Just walk us through, I'll make it a little bit bigger here. Walk us through the type of videos that you would add on Facebook. And we've touched upon that. You're going to take some of the snippets. You're going to add your podcast. You're going to add your social media reels. What other videos would you add to Facebook? And I see here, we could talk about that you also use our animated explainers. So talk a little bit about why you use our animated explainers, how you use it on social media, and then what other type of videos do you find work well on Facebook?
Okay. So the explainer videos are awesome because, again, they explain things that we do that make us unique and make us stand out from other agents. So basically, if I'm the source for everybody out there, whether it be, you know, agents that I'm the source for, whether it's buyer, whether it's sellers, that basically, you know, I can explain what we do through video. That's so much better. So you've done these explainer videos that there's 50 of them, I believe, or 52, or maybe even more than that.
There's 70 odd ones now. 72 or 73, if you know.
Yeah. So if you just put one of those out a week, I mean, basically, that's one day of having all your stuff done.
Right.
So basically, you know, Google Business Profile, that's another place where I put everything as well. Yeah. And
that's that right here. That's your Google My Business. I see, you know, you add videos here to your Google My Business page.
Right. And on there, you know, it's like, so on those explainer videos, I believe I've got all of the content of what it says on there that they can read it or they can watch the video. So basically, you know, these are just simple videos that are out there that give more information to people about who we are and everything. And so they're absolutely awesome and something that I can have out there for filler and do use. And it's got great content that is definitely, you know, who we are and what we do.
So let's take a quick look here. We'll look at it on Facebook here. So And it's branded to you. So
Right.
they know it's coming from you.
We successfully help homeowners sell their properties fast for top dollar with the least amount of hassle. Now, many real estate agents will say this, but we back up our claims with statistics, customer success stories, and written guarantees. Our exclusive VIP seller benefit system will give you superior results through our unique team approach, our exclusive and innovative consumer programs, our leading-edge technology, and our specialized knowledge. Experience tells us that for many, the selling of their home can at times be very stressful and emotional. Rest assured, we're here to guide you through these unfamiliar waters with professionalism, expertise, and a helping hand. Our system includes a team approach. You have a team of professionals working for you. Every one of our team members has a specific role to play in the selling of your home, and we have exclusive and cutting-edge advertising, consumer and internet programs that will create more demand for your home. Our clients' experience and our impressive track record will prove to you that these tools, coupled with the specialized knowledge of our marketplace and perfected through thousands of transactions, will make a difference for you. This exclusive and extensive VIP seller benefit system, used only by the top, most successful real estate teams and practitioners in North America, has enabled countless families to sell their home successfully so they, like you, can move on to the next chapter of their lives. We're going to do all we can to get you through the process and guide you with the best information available so you can make the right choices for you and your family. And we wish you great success in the selling of your home.
So how great is that?
Yeah, I mean, it gives them the information they're looking for. It solves a problem. I mean, it's one of 70 videos that talk to buyers and sellers. But like we talked about, we're taking a problem and providing a solution.
Right.
It's done for you in a way that's it's a cartoon, it's animated, it's different than, it adds to that variety. So sometimes they see you, sometimes they see the cartoons. So it adds variety to the content, I think.
Yeah, it does, and it sets you a step above most other people that definitely don't, that only do one way or whatever.
Right.
And again, it takes a lot of touches. So if you have those set up that they're going out to people, then that definitely takes care of a lot of situations for you.
Right.
that you can avoid because they understand who you are. Because it's like I feel like, and probably a lot of people feel this way, but if people knew who I was, then they would want to work with me. But if they don't know who I am, then they don't know, they don't know what they're missing, basically. So that's really what video can do for you, is that it can get you out there so people do know you. And it's like, not because I want to be a celebrity or anything like that. That's not the purpose at all. My purpose is that I want to help people buy and sell their houses. I want to help agents be more successful. But if they don't know that I can help them or that I even exist, it makes it very difficult to do that. And so basically, this is a great way that I can educate them. It doesn't cost a lot of money, through the done for you videos that you guys have done. It just elevates the stuff that I'm doing on my own as well. So it's a good combination, and it doesn't have all my eggs in one basket. I've got a lot of things that are going on, so I can appeal to a lot of people depending on what they like.
If you can give us just a brief overview on the type of videos you put on each of these platforms, or what videos you find work best on these platforms, and if you can also dovetail that by adding who the audience is, or who do you find the audience is? Like, is it the same person on Instagram as on X, or the same person that's on LinkedIn that's on Instagram? If you could just briefly give us an overview of what your experience is.
LinkedIn is more people that are in business or business like and that kind of thing, and the professional people, which a lot of those people are the people that I appeal to. So whether it's buyers, sellers, or agents, all three, I do find LinkedIn, and so I like that platform of throwing everything out there, and we do get responses from that. Um, you do get it through your messenger type of thing on LinkedIn, which on a lot of these sites, that's how you're getting the people. And I don't have a problem with that, because what all of these companies are is they want to keep you on the platform. So the more that you stay on their platform and communicate and everything through there, the happier that they are. And eventually you can take them off of that platform. But to watch your videos and everything like that, that's, you want to keep them there. So I do, have conversations through the LinkedIn chat or whatever it is on the site.
And actually, you bring an important point, and I appreciate that, because you just mentioned that. I don't want to gloss over it, because I think that's a key point, is when we're talking about social media, is that we want to use these videos, we want to use media, we want to use photos to attract, but we want to get them off of social media to a place where we control the message.
If I can have that conversation with them, on that social media site, whatever it is, and then get them to actually call me or text me, and then it becomes a much better person that I'm working with.
Right.
If I can build that trust on that social media, and then get them to have a real conversation with them where I know where they're going and everything like that, that's my goal. It was in the early days of Facebook advertising, and it still is today, that if you wanted a lead, you get the Facebook information on that. But if you're not having the messenger conversation with them or whatever, then what happens is, so you have to go through 100 of them to get somebody that you can talk to.
Right.
So I'm trying to use video to get that every person that I interact with ends up being, maybe 1 out of 10 that I can actually have a sale with, versus the hundreds or maybe thousands in the past that I had to do. So I think video cuts down the time that you need to develop that relationship, because they're seeing you being authentic, talking to them now, doing that whole thing. And that's really what we're trying to do.
And then finally, Instagram. How is that?
Well, Instagram is the short and sweet.
Right.
They got to be short and sweet. Right. So the rule is that conversations do lead to, to the sales and to people getting what they need. And so if it takes me being on camera and taking some time to get this going, then I think it's well worth it. So that the people have, the opportunity to work with me, to have, when I have superior stats and services that other real estate agents don't have, that they know that. And so they're going to be making a decision, based on that versus something else.
Laura, I appreciate your time, and thanks very much for your expertise. I appreciate you sharing, allowing us to share these different examples, and having you really take a deep dive into your business to show how you're using video and how that's helping you. Not that you're using video successfully, but you're successfully using video to build your business and to create a thriving business in the Orlando area. And speaking of thriving business, Laura, give us a little bit, if you could tell us your contact info and a little bit about your business. Someone's watching, a buyer and seller, another agent is watching this, is interested in the Orlando area, has a buyer. How could they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so the office number is 407-566-2555. And you can call or text on that number. So that's the best number to actually, get us. You can find us on social media. Basically, that's or Google business profile. Ourfloridahomesearch.com is my website, one of the many, but that might be the easiest one to get me and all of that kind of good stuff again. So again, my phone number is 407-566-2555. If you do want to email me, it's Laura, Laura, at yourhomesold, for guaranteedrealty.com.
And as your company name suggests, your home sold guaranteed, or you buy it. So there's that USP that someone can you take that risk away from someone who works with you.
Well, we have guarantees for buyers, for sellers, for agents. So it's like I always tell everybody, I love to put my money where my mouth is to make sure that I'm giving that superior service, and that's what it's all about, because I want to wow people with what we do, and that starts with video. So I thank you, Shai, for the opportunity to actually talk to you today. And your products are awesome. That, like, we just looked at a couple of them, and you've got many more. But those explainer videos are so good that you don't have to do anything. They come with your branding on it, so you don't have to do anything on it. That USP video that I did, the unique selling proposition video that I did, that it can be used as a commercial. I did that, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, and it's still working.
Still using it today. So it's like, it's like so worth it. It's like one and done. You do it, and it's great to go. So thank you very much for all of that as well.
And thank you, Laura. I appreciate you being with us today. Thanks for sharing. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you at the next event, or we'll see you on video.
All right. Sounds great. All right.
A big thank you to Laura Petersen for sharing her invaluable expertise and insights on how she's using video to generate leads, follow up, and build credibility, trust, and rapport with buyer and seller prospects and customers. Now, if you want to achieve success in video, let us help you. AudioVideoCoach.com has video programs and systems that can help you get more videos done and online effectively. Links to our programs can be found in the description or surrounding this video. If you're a real estate agent who shoots their own videos but needs professional help in editing and social media prep and packaging, check out our virtual video editor program. And if you want to explore how you can use engaging done-for-you animated content on social media, your web pages, video blogs, emails, and text messages, check out our animated explainer video system. And for branded video content that you can have shot at our studio, or we can work with you online, check out our branded videos for social media and follow-up. And to learn more about AudioVideoCoach.com and how we can help you implement video, audio, and multimedia strategies to streamline your marketing efforts, visit our website at AudioVideoCoach.com. And finally, if you like what you see here and you like our channel, please consider subscribing, liking this video, and ringing the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Thanks for watching.